A handoff here to his running back, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
No score after one on EA Sports.
No score.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he finds McLaurin. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
First and 10 at the 37.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 2nd down, it's Gibson. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Right there. We go 46. 54 Mike. They can't hang with us. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Quit talking about it and bring it. 54.
Prescott from the gun. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
18-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 yards there, just like last play. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Ball carrier. Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A gain of 3. Brings up second.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Switch.
On second down now, it's Gibson.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson.
His second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Taken in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Marshall.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Marshall. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Elliott. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Intended for Jared Cook. Incomplete. It's 3rd down. and 2 yards to go.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Texans draw a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Final play of the half. Prescott.
That one is slant to McLaurin.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
The kickoff for Houston.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And this carries into the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On 1st down, Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Right there. 47. 54 Mike. Hey, tight. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
And he'll complete this to Gibson.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory. Down at the 33. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
55 is mine, guys, 55. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Prescott.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Stop your whining. No. Here we go, 46 and 47.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete.
Washington.
First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
8-yard line.
3 down. Check 9. Shit.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, snapped at the 11.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Prescott to throw it. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Check. Hey, kill. Check, Mike, 50. Under. 54. Let's go, D, tighten up. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
4th down, Prescott. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back. The end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They go to Elliott again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
This is Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 3-yard touchdown run. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Good.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
Their own 17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Elliott. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made by Chase Young. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he'll get this up to about the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
They'll try and run forward with Elliott. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
3
yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
It's a gain of 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
So a victory here for the Washington football team.
And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Washington, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Houston, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.